Betrayed at the Altar, The Day My Life Fell Apart, by Daniel. Part 1. The Perfect Day That Wasn't. I always imagined my wedding day would be the happiest day of my life. As a kid, I used to daydream about standing at the altar, watching the love of my life walk toward me, her eyes shining with tears of joy. I imagined our friends and family smiling, the music playing softly in the background, and the feeling, that indescribable feeling, of finally knowing I'd found my forever. And for a while, it really felt like that dream was coming true. My name is Daniel. I'm 28 years old, and just a few months ago, I thought I had everything figured out: a good job in finance, a cozy apartment, and most importantly, a woman I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. Her name was Emily. She was beautiful in a quiet, natural way, warm brown eyes, curly chestnut hair, and that smile could make you believe in fate. Emily and I had known each other since we were kids. We grew up on the same street, went to the same school, rode the same bus. She was the girl who shared her crayons with me in first grade, the one who helped me through my parents' divorce, and the one who stayed up talking to me on the phone after I lost my first job. We were best friends before we were anything else. We started dating during our last year of college. One late-night study session turned into a kiss. That kiss turned into dinner dates. Those dates turned into lazy Sunday mornings together. Before I knew it, we were in love. And it felt right. 7 years later, I proposed to her. On a hill where we had our first real date. She cried. I cried. She said yes. And we started planning our life together. Everything felt perfect. Until the day it all came crashing down. Part 2. What I heard upstairs. The wedding was set at a vineyard just outside the city. It was late summer, the kind of day where the sky looks impossibly blue, and the breeze smells like grass and sunshine. The decorations were elegant but understated, just like Emily wanted. White roses, eucalyptus, wooden chairs under a flower-covered arch. Everything was perfect. I was nervous but happy. My best man, Josh, kept cracking jokes, trying to calm my nerves. He was my oldest friend. We'd met in high school and stayed close ever since. Emily liked him too, maybe a little too much in hindsight. About an hour before the ceremony, I realized I had left my cufflinks in the groom's suite. As I walked back into the house, I heard voices coming from upstairs. One of them was Emily's. The other, Josh. I stopped when I heard my name. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop. I just froze. Something about the tone of their voices made my skin crawl. They were whispering, urgent, secretive. I stepped closer. Are you sure he doesn't suspect anything? Emily's voice. Dan? No, he's clueless, Josh whispered. He trusts both of us. Both of us. After today, we'll have to be more careful, she said. Just until things settle. I don't want to hurt him. But this marriage makes sense. For both of our families. For appearances. Josh laughed softly. You're still going through with it? I have to. His family adores me. It's what everyone expects. I just need more time. So I wait in the shadows, like always? He asked bitterly. Just until it's safe. Then we figure out. My hands were shaking. The room spun. They'd been having an affair. My fiancée and my best friend. On my wedding day. Part 3. The collapse. I don't know how long I stood there. It felt like hours, though it was probably just seconds. My whole world had tilted. Everything I believed in, every moment, every memory, was now stained with betrayal. I stumbled away before they noticed me. Back down the hall, out to the garden, into the open air where I could breathe. Guests were arriving, smiling, laughing, clinking glasses of champagne. My mother hugged me, beaming, "You're glowing, sweetheart." I wanted to scream. Instead, I smiled. I don't know how I kept it together, but somehow I did, right up until the music started, and the officiant called everyone to take their seats. I stood at the altar, waiting. Emily appeared at the top of the aisle in a white dress that shimmered in the golden light. She looked like a dream, but all I could see was a lie. Every step she took toward me felt like a hammer hitting my chest. When she finally reached me, she took my hands and whispered, "Hi." I stared into her eyes and saw none of the warmth I once knew, only deception. The officiant began speaking, but I wasn't listening. I was watching her. And Josh, standing just a few feet away, unable to meet my gaze. Finally, the officiant asked, "Do you, Daniel, take Emily?" I interrupted. "No," I said loudly. "I can't do this." Gasps echoed through the crowd. Emily blinked. "What?" I turned to face everyone. I just found out an hour ago that my fiancée and my best man had been sleeping together behind my back. Stunned silence. Emily's mouth opened, but no words came out. Josh looked like he'd been punched in the face. I turned back to her. "I loved you. I would have done anything for you. But clearly that wasn't enough." Then I walked away. I left her there, standing at the altar in front of everyone, just like she left me, only she did it long before the ceremony ever began. Part 4, the aftermath. I disappeared for a while after that. Turned off my phone. Blocked them both. Deleted social media. I needed space. From the city, from the people who pitied me, from the life that no longer made sense. I rented a small cabin up north. Just trees, silence, and a battered notebook. I wrote everything down, the love, the lies, the pain. I cried. I drank. I screamed into pillows. But slowly, something began to change. I started hiking in the mornings, cooking for myself again, reading old books I hadn't touched in years. I stopped thinking about Emily every second. Then one day I realized I hadn't thought about her at all. Part 5, New Beginnings. It was fall when I met Claire. I was in a tiny bookstore, thumbing through a travel journal, when she asked if I'd read the author before. She had red hair, freckles, and the kind of laugh that makes you laugh too, even if you don't know what's funny. We got coffee, then lunch, then long walks by the lake. I didn't tell her about the wedding for a while. When I finally did, she didn't flinch or pity me. She just nodded and said, "That must have hurt like hell." It did, but less so now. Claire didn't try to fix me. She didn't need me to be anything but honest. And with her, I finally remembered who I was before all the betrayal. Someone who believed in love, even when it broke me. Part 6, Looking Back. It's been a year since that day. Emily and Josh are together now, as far as I know. Maybe they're happy. Maybe not. I don't care. Because I'm happy, truly happy, for the first time in years. Not because I found someone else, but because I found myself. I learned that love without loyalty is just a performance. That trust, once broken, leaves scars that may never fully fade. But scars are proof you've healed. If you're listening to this and your heart is breaking, maybe you've been lied to, cheated on, left behind, know this. You will survive. You will rebuild. And one day, when you least expect it, your heart will feel light again. Maybe even free.